Yo, what's up? It's Real Talk with Rich. Um, I have a lot of these videos on my Facebook. I have over like 20 videos of me talking about different issues that occur in my life and maybe that occur in other people's lives that they just don't talk about as much. Being an early adult, there's a lot of problems that arise and a lot of things that people don't talk about relationship wise or life wise or like anything that's going on in my mind. I talk about, and I talk about everything that's bothering me or that people want to hear my point of view on. I have a lot of people who watch it, and a lot of people hate, and a lot of people like it. So you guys decide what you want to make out from these videos. If you take my advice or you don't take my advice, it really doesn't bother me none. If you hate it or you like it, I mean, you can think I'm stupid, you can think anything, but I really don't care. And I just gotta say one thing to that: bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that's a cool effect. I just found out how to do. So I'm gonna try to give these effects in my videos. But I do talk about a lot of shit, and the first thing I want to talk about that's has been on my mind is life. And as the song says, swing life away. It's just the reason why I want to talk about life is what is the meaning of life? A lot of people don't understand that the meaning of life occurs and you decipher it through many things, such as religion or other people's point of views and stuff like that. We really don't have a true meaning of life until we have religion or until other people voice in what they think that life actually means. And the funny thing is, if we as people try to decipher life by, reading the Bible that God wrote for us, or Allah, He gave us the Quran, or Yahweh, He gave us the Torah. It's just, life has a lot of meaning, and it's meaning far beyond our, even interpretation of what we think it is. It's hard to decipher what life means when we haven't even lived life to the fullest. Being 20 years old, I'm not even sure what the meaning of life is. I'm put on this world to what? Entertain, make people laugh, cheer up people when they're down, just to make people happy. It's funny because a few years ago, I wasn't the most positive person. I had people in my life who were bringing me down, constantly being verbally abused by one of my ex-girlfriend's fathers who completely hated me for no reason. And the reason I'm bringing him up, he said this thing to me before. He told me this. And I don't believe it. And it never made sense to me when he said it. And what he said to me was, leopards can't change their spots. Meaning that you are what you are. And there's no denying that you cannot change the person you are. Well, that's complete bullshit. Like, fuck that. You can change who you want to be. On the inside. On the outside, you can dye your hair, you can get piercings, you can get tattoos, you can do whatever you want, gauge your ears. It don't matter. But you cannot change who you are on the outside and what you look like. You can, but you can't in ways because you'll still have them features. You understand what I'm saying? But it's different when you start thinking about it. Leopards can't change their spots. No, but they can change their personality and they can change who the person they want to be. Just because you're an asshole to some people doesn't mean you can stop and be nice and look in the mirror and be like, wow, I do not like this person I am. And I realize that I did not like the person I was at that time 3 years ago. I was 17 and I did not like the person who I was. You usually find that out when you're about 30, 35 years old and you're going through a midlife crisis. Well, you know what? I didn't like the person I was. I didn't like doing drugs. I didn't like getting high all the time. I really didn't like that. And I realized, okay, he might have said these things to me, and I did not believe it then, but I believe it now. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this, is because you can change who you are. And you can change your life around and the meaning to your life. You can be a better person, and you can better yourself. But the only time you can better yourself is when you believe in yourself and you believe in the person you are. If you do not believe in the person you are, then you cannot change your life. You can't do it. It's impossible. People can tell you to change, but you, the person, have to change your life. The meaning to life is so complicated that I believe the answers can only be found in death. Because once you lived it, and you lived your life, you may find the meaning. But I believe that the meaning of life will be found when I am on my deathbed. Why do I believe that? It's because there's nothing else to do but die. There's nothing else left for me to do but to die. I lived. And I do not want to die a death of in my sleep. I just don't wake up. I want to say goodbye to my family. I want to say goodbye to my friends. I want to say goodbye to everybody who I know, or who I have known, since I will be dying and I will not know them any longer. Who am I to say what death has in store for me? But hopefully, when I'm on my deathbed, and people, you gotta think, and you cannot be scared, be afraid to die. People are afraid to die because they're afraid of the unknown. But we should not be afraid of the unknown, we should question the unknown. Like, what does it have in store for us? And get a belief that maybe we will come back as somebody else. We'll die and then instantly we'll be born, or reborn, a baby who has another life to live. Or maybe we'll come back as, an animal or something, whatever you want to believe. Or maybe you will just believe that you go to heaven and live eternal rest in the happiest place. Or if you fucked your life up and you think you're going to go to hell, then maybe you go to hell. It's whatever your mind perceives and whatever you think, that's what you will become. And that's what happens in death. You cannot be afraid of the unknown, because once you learn to conquer fear, you have nothing else to fear. I don't care if I walk out my house tomorrow and somebody robs me and kills me, or if I get hit by a bus, because you know what? I know that when I die, maybe I'll go to heaven, and I'll get to see all my fallen friends and my dead family members, and I can be happy because I get to see my grandfather, my grandmother, my cousins, my friend. Maybe I will get to see them. Or maybe I won't. I do not know what death has in store for me. But hopefully on my deathbed, I will figure out what the meaning of life is. Because right now, I think the meaning of life is what you make it out to be. You cannot be afraid to live your life in fear of dying. Once you learn to not fear death, you can conquer anything. Death is just the beginning. Right now, we are in the early stages of our lives of exploration and understanding and coming to reason with the person that we are. And if you do not like the person you are, you can change. You can change on the inside. You could dye your hair, you could do whatever you want, but does that change you? No. You could still be an asshole when you dye your hair, or you get a beard. You can still be an asshole. But once you learn self-exploration and you go inside your heart and you go inside your mind and you start thinking and contemplating about everything that happens, that is when you can figure out who you are and who you want to be. That's basically all I really got to say for this edition of Real Talk with Rich. But I will be back for more if you guys want me to. If not, I don't really give a fuck, because I'll be still making more videos, and then you're still going to have to put up with me. And I'm sorry to say it, but guess what? I'm going to be back, because this is my show. It's what I do. Don't be afraid to voice your opinion. I've learned that. I voted 3 times, and or not 3 times, I voted, once for a presidential election, and I vote every time when I vote for something. No matter what, because you know what? Everybody's voice will be heard. We are young, but we control the future. We are the future. We need to get out there and make a voice for ourselves, for our generation, because everybody thinks our generation is nothing. We are born in the worst times that our parents are, so it's our turn to stick up and fight for something that we believe. And I believe that my life has a meaning, and that I should voice my opinion and tell you people to voice your opinions, because that's what this is all about, right? This is what this site's about. Dom, thanks for getting me hooked on this. I appreciate it. Dom the Great, everybody, one of my boys, I appreciate you for turning me on to this site. If you like my videos, let me know. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about and putting my spin and my point of view on, let me know. I'll be back every night until you guys kick me off the site. This has been Real Talk with Rich. I'll get at you later. Take it easy.